In the United States, there's another division between corporate publishers and nonprofit publishers, who are often very small and do a lot of poetry and avant-garde fiction. If you are lucky, these are scare quotes, if you are lucky enough to be published by a corporate publisher, you get more exposure. You get reviewed in the New York Times instead of just in your local paper. You get translated into other languages, but literary stuff loses money for corporate publishers almost all the time. And one of the ways they try to keep from losing money is marketing the stuff. And for reasons that everyone has tried to explain to me, but I still don't understand it, having the author go around and talk and read, the thing they most like to do is send you to a bookstore. And you give a reading at a bookstore, and there's maybe 200 people there. But while you're in town to do the reading for the bookstore, you talk to the local newspaper, and you maybe do something like this. And that it generates like free advertising for the book. My problems with it are the following. My stuff I don't feel like is meant to be read out loud. There isn't really, it's not supposed to live on the breath. There isn't enough punctuation in it. And I don't feel like I read it out loud very well, A. And B, I find, but particularly one with like a newspaper reporter or a question and answer at the end of a reading, if the question is easy to answer if it's dull or stupid. The good questions are questions that can't be answered in a Q&A format, right? They're ones what you would have to sit down with a pot of tea or a pot of coffee, and they're things that could be answered only in conversation between two people. And so I always feel vaguely fraudulent. I have an agent whom I owe 25,000 favors to, who's done all these nice things. And it's also exciting for a writer to get his work published in another country, so she says. This German publisher is really good, and they're going to publish the book well, even though I don't think my English can really be translated into German, because it's very idiomatic. But the whole going around and reading in bookstores thing, it's turning writers into kind of penny ante or cheap versions of celebrities. People aren't usually coming out to hear you read. They're coming out to sort of see what you look like and see whether your voice matches the voice that's in their head when they read. And none of it's important, and it's icky.